All right, y'all, we're going to go over what to do on your first day in Palworld. So, when you first start the game, you're going to wake up, you're not going to know where you are, and you're going to be stranded on some island. Who knows how you got there? Normal survival game stuff. What I'm going to show you is how to be able to optimize that first sunset, first sunrise and sunset to get the best value that you possibly can. So, first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go and activate the eagle statue. So number one, go to the eagle statue over here and you're going to activate it. This is going to allow you to be able to fast travel when you find other eagle statues. Not only that, it also gets the ball rolling for your missions. Number two, you're going to go next door here and you're going to talk to this lady at the campfire. She's one of the first adventurers. She's going to get you set up and get you a survival guide, right? And so the survival guide is going to be part of some missions that follow. Now, by doing these two things right off the bat, this is going to start the ball rolling for you to be able to, kind of just learn the ins and outs of the game. And so I'm going to walk you through that right now. So, you're going to do the survival guide. This is a pretty simple one. You're going to just open it up. The next thing is you're going to set up a workbench. Walk around, grab some rocks, grab some sticks. I don't really have to show you guys how to be able to grab rocks and sticks, but you probably didn't notice, but you can punch trees and get wood if you need it. And then grab some berries because we are going to need those for food. I'm not going to show you guys how to be able to eat. You basically go to the menu and press Y on food, and that's how you be able to eat. So we found a spot, right? All right, let's set up the workbench. So the workbench is where a lot of your crafting is going to happen in this early game. This is where you're going to be able to make your arrows, your pickaxe, your clubs, or what have you. You use the pickaxe to be able to mine stone. Use the axe to be able to mine wood. Now, mind you, you can also use an axe to be able to mine stone. It's just not very efficient at doing so. So, one of the other missions is it does want you to go ahead and upgrade yourself. Go ahead and do that. Get acclimated. Just kind of follow those beginner missions. They're going to kind of lead you on the way to be able to do most of you need to do to be able to be set up and really be able to be effective in the game. So next, go down the stairs. This is where you're going to get some palladium. Those palladium nodes, I specifically recommend these ones because you're going to mine these palladium nodes. You're going to find your first chest, and you're going to find a journal. So the journal is kind of like some lore. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to capture your first pal. So capturing your first pal, that little guy here, is going to be very useful later on. I'm going to show you here why. So start making my own POW balls, right? Okay. But you actually have the ability to be able to use POWs to be able to assist in your work. And so if you're in the middle of doing work, you can be able to deploy the POW, and this actually makes your crafting or building or whatever the work suitability is for that POW go by faster. So there's that. So we're going to catch a couple of these because we are going to need him later. So I'm going to catch this little guy again. And so I wanted to move my base for no other reason than I felt like it. This isn't necessarily a strategic reason in this case. I just moved it down the hill because it's just further along. So Cultiva has the ability to do all kinds of things around the base, but when you deploy him to the base, he can be able to cut down trees, he can be able to farm, he can do pretty much everything you need. Grab a whole bunch of Cativas in the beginning of the game. So then this is just here, man. I'm going to just walk you through. Like, this is just me setting up my base. I'm going to speed run this here and do it as fast as possibly can. I like to build a fire. I like to build some storage. I like to build up an actual building. Like, these are going to make sure to set you up. And this is, like, just getting you set up, like, from day one. You got everything you possibly need to be able to survive in Palworld. And so we're just going to speed run building the base here, right? So I built in kind of a weird place against this wall. It's not necessarily ideal. As you can see, it's not really letting me connect all the pieces in the way that I want to, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. So I do want a slanted roof. So just to make it to where it doesn't look as, basic biscuit here. I think I need another piece here. Probably about like 10 to 20 seconds out from the sunrise. And so I'm not going to get this house fully completed. And I do have it a little bit sped up for, just viewing sake. But there it is. I mean, that's your first day. So let's say you call your first pals. You got a base set up. That's the bang. Until next time.